Right, so here is Violet Flames in its entirety. Very big track, 90 channels, sort of run-of-the-mill for Virtual Riot or someone like that. So, very happy with this track overall. The theme of this track was to just, it's supposed to be this melodic anthem. It was the anthem of the EP. It's what I've decided to call the EP after. So this one had to be the belter, the one that really pushes out, gives it that energy. So yeah, it's just melodic elements, big sounds, large, cinematic, that kind of vibe. So obviously taking a lot of inspiration from people like Skrillex, Virtual Riot on this one, just big dubstep producers, Barely Alive. I'll be looking at the techniques and if they worked, what did I like, what I didn't like, and what I would change. Going back on the tactic of using offbeat chords and stabs just to create that reggae vibe. Successful, great. Like I say, two-step rhythm always worked for this kind of thing. So yeah, and then that builds up into the lead. That's where the belter comes in. Oh, there's one little thing that I really liked doing, if I can find it quick, is this little sample here of just a vocal going up. That created the tension just before this section, you're cutting out those lows and highs, and you've just got that one little snippet of audio there coming in. And then just before the downbeat, I've got my lead. It makes it more interesting if a lead comes in just before the bar, sort of makes it more epic. And again, really like that. So there you go. And these harmonies. That bit was a favourite of mine, where it goes da 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 there. So the beat drops out just for a moment, accentuates it, it makes it more euphoric. And you've got those jazz notes, so yeah, I'm really digging that. One thing I could have done better there was probably change some of the timbres of these chords that I layered. Maybe drop one out. Maybe I could have dropped the lower one out there. That one. But I did EQ it to accompany that. So I did take out those lows from about 200 hertz, but I could have taken out more lows, to be honest. Maybe boost these mids, take down the highs a bit, just to attenuate for that mids. And then the build up. The chords here. Really liked how, unintentional to begin with to chop up the chords like this, but it works. This kind of sounds like Pendulum. Again, another inspiration for a lot of my music, Pendulum. And then we've got the sound of the drop teasing just before the drop comes in. These Skrillex-y kind of sounds. Also just here is a reverse reverb effect that I used on the lead. And it creates this like sucking into the drop, like it's like a vacuum of air punching, and it just works so well. So here it is again. And I think this drop, really happy with it. I think it does carry the energy. It does create this sense of stomping two-step, heavy beat, heavy drop. It's just what I wanted, high energy, high octane kind of thing. And you've got all these background elements that I showed in my research. Fantastic. I think though that I might have a bit too much going on in this section. So for future tracks, I might try and dilute it a bit. I've got I do like all the background elements, but I've got too many, I think. So that's one thing I could have done a bit differently. Moving on from the drop, got the lead section here. And here they are all layered and stacked up. And I've done that reverse reverb effect here, just with the lead. build up, and then it switches up for this trap drop. Right, so with this section, it's literally just, it's the same hook from the lead. So this section, it's the same as this bit from over here. But in a different genre, just the trap drop. Same with the next hook. That's the first one that comes in on the first original drop. So that's just keeping the general theme of the track with the drop sound and the main Skrillex-y lead. And then we've got the outro. Which all just slowly blends out with a series of effects. With things fading out and parts just going on and doing bits. So everything fades out at the end. So all in all, very happy with the track. So yeah, if there's anything I could change, it would just be, yeah, like I said, like all the parts that were just a bit too busy. I tend to find I do layer a lot, sometimes a bit too much. So I've just got to be a bit more careful with that.